Roger Stone here for Colonial Metals Group. Colonial Metals Group helps Americans protect their future with the most trusted store of wealth in human history. That's actual physical gold and silver. If you're retiring or you're retired, go to colonialmetalsgroup.com/stone right now for your free Roger Stone Colonial Metals Group Retirement Protection Kit. Or call 800-747-6589. That's 800-747-6589. Call now to receive your free home safe and up to $7,500 in free silver.
So President Trump is in town today making a big speech on the economy. In fact, young lady by the name of Joanna Wisher, who though Trump loves her. She's coming up next live in studio. We're going to talk about his speech, the economy, all that good stuff. Then we'll talk to Bill O'Reilly and Jeff Lax. But I'll tell you something. Every morning I go to the same online sites to read up on news for the day. New York Post, Fox News. So lately, when I go to Fox News online and I'm reading stuff from Jesse Waters and Laura Ingraham and Sean Hannity, almost every morning now I see something from Craig Carton. Craig is part of the same family. They're Fox News. He's Fox Sports 1 as a great, not a good, a great TV show every morning, The Carton Show. And here he is, soon to be New York Radio Hall of Famer and host of The Carton Show weekday mornings on Fox Sports 1, my great friend, Craig Carton. Good morning, Craig.
Yeah. Good morning, Sydney. We've made a little change to The Carton Show. I've brought in some really talented guys like Mark Schlereth, the three-time Super Bowl champ, and a kid from Chicago named Danny Parkins, who's successful on talk radio there. And they've rebranded The Carton Show. It is now known as Breakfast Ball.
Yes, Breakfast Ball. That's right. That's right. But I still call it The Carton Show. I don't care.
That's do I.
Yeah, I mean, I still call Citi Field Shea Stadium. You know what I'm saying, Craig?
Sadly, I do.
Yeah, Schlereth is very good. I've seen him on your show already. He's very, very good. But you're the man that drives the bus, Craig, and let's get right to it. You're on for a big reason today. Tonight is the start of the 2024 NFL season. So I saw a clip from Bill Cowher, who's on the NFL Today, of course, on CBS. He was on that horrible Gayle King show a couple of days ago. And they asked him, they said, Bill.
How did you see it?
I saw the clip. I wasn't watching it live, trust me. So they go to Bill. They go, hey, Bill, what do you think about the Chiefs becoming the first team ever to three-peat? Never been done. Not Troy Aikman, not Tom Brady, not Terry Bradshaw, none of them. And he gave some convoluted answer, which basically said they can do it, they can't do it. Craig, will the Kansas City Chiefs become the first team ever to three-peat, starting with a big win over the Baltimore Ravens tonight?
Why is it so hard to have an opinion when asked the question? The answer is no. The answer is no. And there's one particular reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are not going to do something that's never been done before. And it's not because it's never been done before. It's because, as you know, my dear friend, there's a new sheriff in town. And his name is not Reggie Hammonds. His name is Aaron Rodgers. And the New York Jets, and here's the problem people have. The New York Jets have stink on the organization. And it's hard for people to fathom that my beloved New York Jets, you're a diehard Giants fan, could possibly have put together a team that's good enough to win. Well, guess what, friends? They have.
Wow.
And they will. Matter of fact, we did our AFC predictions and prognosticating yesterday. Chiefs are going to win the AFC West. I'm not going to be crazy and say they're not, but they ain't going to be the 1 seed. They ain't going to be the 2 seed. They ain't going to be the 3 seed.
Wow.
4 seed. Kansas
4
City
seed.
Chiefs.
Well, I'll
That's
say
right.
this. Look, if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, which is still a big if after last year, I'll buy your Jets. But there's a team from me that I think will win the AFC. It's not Kansas City.
For you, so let me think. How would Sid think? Sid still got friends in South Beach. Does he want to throw a bone out to Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins?
Come on.
I think there's a good chance he says yes to that. He would hate to see the Jets win. If the Jets don't win, who would knock them off? Sid Rosenberg likes the Dolphins.
Not even close. Tua has not proven to me he can win a game in 40-degree temperatures come December.
He can't.
No, he can't. The team, in all seriousness, not Baltimore. They're great. They added, of course, Houston. There you have it. You know, you add Stephon Diggs, you add Joe Mixon to that offense with C.J. Stroud. They added 2 very good defensive players. I really believe the Houston Texans are the best team inside the AFC.
Yeah, look, they're going to be really, really good, no doubt about it. You just wonder how good is C.J. Stroud. He has this great rookie season, and the most startling thing about his rookie year is that he only threw 5 interceptions. Like that doesn't happen, and I would tell you by default he could have a great year this year and double the amount of interceptions he had, and no one's going to say that's a problem because for a quarterback who's going to throw the ball, you got to figure 25 plus times a game because of all those weapons he's got. Him throwing 5 interceptions is off the table. Number 2, look, he's the flavor of the month, and rightfully so. He had this great rookie season, won a playoff game. I mean, they beat the Cleveland Browns, so let's not get crazy about it with Joe Flacco, right? Yeah. And, what you want to see is, are there enough balls to go around? Stephon Diggs might be saying the right things now, but look, you saw him in Minnesota. You saw him in Buffalo. He's a problem if he doesn't get the ball. So, look, they're really good. They're a playoff team. And I'm not just going to, tell everyone that C.J. Stroud is the second coming just yet. I need to see another year out of him.
That is fair. But let me go to the Buffalo Bills. You mentioned Stephon Diggs. Bill Cowher actually had them as a dark horse in the AFC. They're always there at the end of the year, but they lost both of their starting wide receivers. The question is Buffalo still one of the better teams inside the AFC? What does Craig Carton think?
No, they're not. Look, Josh Allen's still a badass quarterback. There's no doubt about that. But like you said, you lose Gabe Davis. You lose Stephon Diggs. You lose half your freaking defense, including the best defensive player you got, Matt Milano. He tore his biceps. He's out for the year. Jordan Poyer ain't there anymore. And you start saying to yourself, well, wait a minute, the Jets are really good. The Dolphins, during the regular season, are going to have a crazy offense again because you got Tyreek Hill and Waddle. And I'm trying to figure out, who Josh Allen's throwing the football to.
Right.
So, I think Sean McDermott's in his last year in Buffalo. I think he becomes the scapegoat of this. They're in cap hell. They're spending $31 million on dead cap space for a guy that's not there. That's how much they hated Stephon Diggs. So I think this is a backwards year for the Buffalo Bills.
So do I. Let's get to the NFC. There's a big game, not tonight. Tonight is Chiefs and Ravens AFC. But tomorrow night, Craig Carton. I like the Ravens too. I like the Ravens too. Tomorrow night, I like the over. Packers and the Eagles. Philly seems like a team that's going sideways. Green Bay with Love seems like a team that can be the next best team to San Francisco in the NFC this year. Do you agree with that? The Eagles are going one way and the Packers going up?
I don't, actually. I think the Eagles are, and this pains me to say it because I hate everything about Philadelphia, other than soft pretzels and Rita's water ice. I want to be clear about that. Like, the one thing, let's just be honest about it. Like, you're a New Yorker, I'm a New Yorker. Philadelphia owns us on the soft pretzel. Our soft pretzel game stinks.
Oh, God.
It stinks. I just want to put it out there. Like, it's embarrassing to be the greatest city on the planet and have such lousy pretzels. Now, that being said, I think the Eagles win the division, in a landslide. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys, the Giants, or Washington are in the same league as them, and I think Philly is a lock to be no worse than the 3 seed this year.
Wow. So then Green Bay can still be the 2 seed behind San Francisco, no?
No. Well, I mean, are they better than Detroit? Right?
I don't know. That's a very good question. Good question. I mean, I love this. I love Jordan Love. I love Jordan Love so much that maybe they are better.
I mean, they might be. But the deal with Detroit, to be fair, everybody came back, including the coaching staff, right? And the knock on Jared Goff fairly is that he's not a great outdoor quarterback, when the weather turns. Well, check out their schedule. They've got 13 games in domes this year. Detroit's going to be very good.
All right, Detroit, I agree, will be very good. The question is, Niners, Detroit, Green Bay, are you buying, like some others are trying to sell, Caleb Williams, the rookie, going to make the Bears really good right away?
I think they're going to be good. I think he's going to be good. Remember, it's not the typical first overall pick going to a 3-win team. The Bears won 7 games last year. They've got legitimate weapons around him, but he's still a rookie quarterback. So I think Detroit can win 9 or 10 games. They've never had a 4,000-yard passer. I think he'll be one. They've never had a guy throw 30 touchdowns in a year. I'm not sure he'll do that. But I do think Caleb Williams will be good. But look, even if he's great, hard to argue that they're not the third best team in that division.
Yeah. Yep. True. When you look at Detroit and Green Bay. So let's go to the local team. Again, this is the great Craig Carton. The football Giants, miserable year last year. Daniel Jones comes back. He has that game against Houston in the preseason. He should have thrown 4 picks. He throws a pick 6. Didn't play the last game against the Jets. So for me, I love the kid Neighbors. I love them. They've got some speed on the outside, but Daniel Jones has shown me nothing to feel confident heading into this season. What are your thoughts on Jones and the Giants?
Yeah, I'm with you. This is the last year you'll have Daniel Jones on the roster, I think, at MetLife Stadium for the Giants. And you know what you're going to see, because Daniel Jones did not look great, in the preseason. He's got better offensive line. He's going to have a little extra time to throw the ball, which should be key. But, you don't have Saquon Barkley behind him, so the running game's not a threat. And what's going to happen the first time he underthrows a wide-open Malik Neighbors and the rookie comes to the sideline and is bitching in the quarterback's face? Because that is going to happen. Look, I like Brian Daboll. I do. But the New York Giants are fighting with Washington to see who doesn't come in last place. Daniel Jones is not a great quarterback.
No.
And while I do think the line is better, I do think their defense will be good. They're not a very good football team.
So, in wrapping this up again, Breakfast Ball, the great Craig Carton on his way once again, folks, deservedly so, to the Radio Hall of Fame, and just a terrific talent. You really are, Craig. On the way out, I remember years ago on the Imus show, Jim Nantz came on, and before the start of the season, he said, I'm going to give you this year's Super Bowl teams. And he said, I'm taking the Raiders and I'm taking the Buccaneers. And Imus followed with the very classic, well, you're a moron. And it turned out that Jim Nantz was right. The Raiders played the Buccaneers in that Super Bowl. And, of course, that was the game where you had, what was his name, the coach of the Raiders and the Buccaneers?
John Gruden.
Right, exactly, right. The whole thing against Bill Callahan. So, Craig Carton, with a chance to be the Jim Nantz on this show, who is playing in New Orleans come February?
The Super Bowl is going to be the San Francisco 49ers against the New York Jets. And the New York Jets will raise the Lombardi Trophy for the second time in 56 years.
So you're telling me that this Monday night is our Super Bowl preview?
Yes, that's correct. I forgot about that, yeah. That's right. So I want to tell you this. All you Giants fans talking about the Mario Manningham catch and the Plaxico Burress touchdown and the David Tyree helmet catch, you can all suck it, because the New York Jets will own New York City, much like the New York Knicks do. It's going to be the greatest year of our lives.
Oh, God. And this is why Craig Carton is one of the all-time best, right there.
Now, can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Can you find the Yankees a closer, please?
I mean, no, seriously. I mean, that is ridiculous. Clay Holmes. What are they going to do about that?
Another story for another day, for sure.
No, they got their issues right there. Craigie, listen, enjoy the show today, and we'll talk football all year long, man. I love you. Thank you so much. That was great.
Happy to do it. Love you back. Be good. Best for the family.
You too. There he is, the great Craig Carton, ladies and gentlemen. Breakfast Ball on Fox Sports 1. Short break, lots more to do. We've got Joanna Wisher making her debut on the program, Bill O'Reilly and Jeff Lax. We roll on a Thursday right after this.